get the link for this. Oh look, it's got a little sandwich. But one second everyone, I am grabbing the link right here. Gotta close that. There. Alright everyone. One second. There. So today, we are going to be making a tier list on the wood types in Minecraft. I just need a quick moment to set this up, because I have a specific way that I make these. There we go. S tier. This is absolute best. I will always use this when I have the chance. Actually, I'll go actively looking for these types of wood. A tier. Good. You can't really go wrong with it. It's just that you might not actively search for it, but when you get it, you are probably going to use it. B tier. When you get it, you might use it. It's useful, but not something that you're actively going out for. C tier. It's just a wood type. Probably a little mediocre, so below average. D tier. Doesn't really look good with most things. There's only a few niche cases where it works. And then F tier. It just kind of sucks. Like, there's nothing that it really goes in, besides maybe one or two builds. X tier. It shouldn't exist. It should not exist. Alright, so let's start with oak planks. You can't go too wrong with these things. They're a staple of, well, original Minecraft and current Minecraft. A tier. Spruce is the best wood. There is no denying that. It is simply the best. And, you know, nothing is ever going to change my mind on that. Birch planks. Birch planks are C tier. I don't care what other people think. Birch is actually alright. It doesn't actively go against a lot of builds like things in these tiers might. But it's not gonna be useful in everything. Jungle planks are D tier. You'll see that I'm not a fan of jungle. It's just kind of an ugly color. Acacia, top of D tier. It's a nice orange, which goes with a lot of things, but it just doesn't go with a lot of things as well. A bit contradictory there. Dark oak. Probably A tier, bottom of A tier, or top of B tier. Bottom A tier. It's pretty good, especially for whenever I'm trying to do a nice floor. But I've used this in quite a few builds before, and it goes well. Mangrove. C tier. It looks good and all, but there's just something about it and the color that doesn't go with too many things. I've made some nice builds with it though. Cherry. Where do I put cherry wood? I gotta put it there. I like cherry wood. I just wish it went with more things. Bamboo is horribly awful to look at. Crimson. think I gotta put that here. He goes with a lot of things, honestly, but it's something about it. Too jarring. Warped, on the other hand, has a better color. B. Now for the logs. This is probably going to be a lot lower in everything, because logs don't go with much besides the last ones. Those ones will probably be ranked a lot better. Oak log. Looks great with most things wood. If you're not going for wood, then what point are you having in using it? B tier. Spruce is kind of just a better version of it. B tier. Because you're not going to use logs much. The birch log. Ugh, this thing is nasty. But it's not totally awful. Like something else. We'll see. It's just F. Now the jungle log. This one is also pretty nasty. F tier, but lower. Acacia is one of the few where I think I have to rank it higher than the original planks. And that's because the gray is actually really good and it's farmable. C tier. Dark oak log. This is one of the coolest logs there is. It just, look at that. It's just great. It goes up in B tier, but where do I put it? I think we're gonna put it at the top. Probably the best log there is. But mangrove. Mangrove is also great. Especially because it looks like smoked, well, cooked meat. But it still doesn't beat a lot of things. Just above the planks. Or, yeah, because that's a good wood texture right there. Where do I put this? I like the purple. It just doesn't go with many things. Crimson Hyphae and Warped Hyphae. These look amazing. And that's partly because they're animated. But where do I put them? Well, Crimson is going right there. Warped is going right there. I don't think I really need to explain that too much, but basically the logs I just think are better than the planks because the planks have a bit of the jarring texture. The stripped logs. These will often look way better than the planks, but there are some cases where they won't. It's like with these, they'll look better. With these, maybe not. Oak stripped log. I think slight downgrade from oak, simply because the oak planks are bare for flooring. These ones are still amazing, though. Especially when you turn them into wood instead of, logs. This is probably the only spruce thing that doesn't look good, and it's because of the little bits of green that are on the log. The sides just don't match the top that well. Where do I put this? Sorry, spruce fans, but It just doesn't look good. D tier. I'm sad to put it there. Birch, on the other hand, B tier. It looks amazing, especially when paired with the oak. It should not exist. This thing is horribly ugly in every way imaginable. Look at those little bits of green. Look at the way it's going. I never use this. It's X tier. That is a bit better. This is actually quite a bit worse, just like the spruce one. Dark oak stripped log. Really not a fan. It's got basically the same issues, just miscoloration. Mangrove does it perfectly. Perfect smoothness. Perfect blend. This is the best of the mangrove blocks by far. And plus, it looks like a piece of meat. Raw meat. It's just great. This is also the best cherry wood right here. And I think I'm going to move that up to here. It just makes up for it. Now these are the best of the crimson. Well, these are the best of their respective things. So crimson, it's higher than all of itself. Just makes it there because it beats out this thing. A lot of people might not agree, but it looks just stripped warped hyphae looks amazing. Especially when you pair with deep slate, my favorite stone. Now, this is mainly subjective, but most of you will agree that this is fairly accurate, I hope. If you've got any live viewers, please tell me if there's anything you think I should change before I submit this as the official wood tier list. Because if you have anything I should change rankings of, then I will do that now. Otherwise, I will just fiddle around with a bit of seeing whether it goes top of a tier or bottom of the tier above it, or top of or bottom of its current tier and or top of the tier below it. No objections? Then I will start looking at where to put these things. I think birch deserves a rank up. Those two need a swap. That just beats out that. It still loses to that. This is gonna be C tier. I've got to put that into C tier. But it stays D tier. I think I can move bamboo down to F safely. Jungle is just... it almost goes down, but not quite. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, so... last minute objections. Then we will close the tier list ranking in 3, 2, 1. No more changes. And there we go. Use this as you wish. And thank you for watching. We shall see you in later videos.